Before you move to Mijas Costa, listen, I wish someone had given me a real no-fluff breakdown of the area when I first got here. So today, I'm giving you the version I never got.
Reboot, I'm cold red, my service automated, like data running through my veins. Got you distracted, subconscious overloaded. Careful, don't pull the cord on me. No time to stay around. Keep walking till you get out of my face.
Today, I'm taking you on a proper tour of Mijas Costa. Now, it's not the tourist version, the real version, the one that people who actually live here will tell you about. So we're talking about a 12-kilometer coastline stretch. It's part of a huge 149 square kilometers municipality, and it's situated right between Fuengirola and Marbella. And because the area is so big and so damn livable, it's home to 31,500 foreign residents, mostly from the UK, Scandinavia, Northern Europe. Although in the last 12 months, we've seen lots of Americans and Canadians. It's a chain of communities. You've got La Cala, Miraflores, Riviera del Sol, Calahonda, Mijas Golf, La Cala Golf, and each place has got its own distinct feel and vibe. This is La Cala de Mijas, and I guess you could call this the unofficial capital of Mijas Costa. So it's walkable, it's very social, there's great restaurants, cafes, beach clubs. And yeah, this is the place that everyone falls in love with. But here's the no BS part. The summer traffic is absolutely chaos. Now, I used to live in La Cala. I moved out about 7-8 years ago. I'm now in Riviera, and to be honest, I prefer it because I can come to La Cala when I want, but I'm not stuck here in the madness of the summer. As soon as you're in La Cala, you can see why people love this place. It's got such Andalusian charm. You know, it's a proper working village. So you've got butchers, bakers, candlestick makers, hairdressers, although I don't really need a hairdresser. But you've got everything in this village that you can need. It's got a lot of heart and soul. Where we are now is right at the end of the famous boardwalk, or the Senda Litoral. And the question I always get is, Keith, when are they going to extend the next phase of the boardwalk up towards Fuengirola? Well, the eventual plan for the boardwalk is actually to go from Nerja to Manilva, which is a whopping 180 kilometers of coastline. That's one hell of a walk. The next phase is from La Cala to Fuengirola, but hey, in Spain, things happen when they happen. So believe it or not, in the 60s and 70s, La Cala de Mijas was just a sleepy little fishing village with just a handful of homes. You wouldn't believe it to look at it today. But since the turn of the century, it's absolutely exploded, and it's now the most popular place to live in Mijas Costa, if not the entire Costa del Sol. All the beaches in Mijas Costa are pretty good, but La Cala de Mijas is the pick of the bunch. You've got nice, big, wide, sandy beaches. Now, the village is just here, and everything in La Cala is beach side of the A7. That's the main coastal road. So there's no need to cross that road to get to the beach and amenities. So La Cala de Mijas is the hotspot in Mijas Costa. Let's be honest, most expats start their property search here. Why? Because everything's convenient. Everything's in walking distance, from beaches to tapas bars, supermarkets, schools. There's great public transport. Everything here is right on your doorstep. Here's the challenge, and I'm just being straight with you. It's also the most expensive part of Mijas Costa. And that's why a lot of buyers widen their search by about 5 minutes either side, because the value jumps massively. So you'll still get the lifestyle, the beaches, the sunshine, all the amenities, but without paying the La Cala premium. An interesting thing to note about La Cala is it's the only location in the whole of Mijas Costa that's not built on a hillside. So we're heading out of La Cala now, and this is all flat. And the developers have jumped on this and taken advantage. So this is called the La Noria area of La Cala, and you've got loads of new developments here. You've got Valvega, you've got Dream Gardens, you've got the whole Lotus community, you've got Navigolf Suites. If you are looking for a nice new build property, walking distance from the Cala, this is where you need to focus on. But you better have deep pockets because they don't come cheap. So now we're heading inland to Mijas Golf. Now, Mijas Golf is a completely different vibe. It's only a few minutes inland. It's still in Mijas Costa. It's green, it's peaceful. You've got 2 full 18-hole golf courses that share a clubhouse. That's Los Lagos and Los Olivos. You definitely need a car if you live here. And there are some amenities. It's certainly not a metropolis, but you could probably eat out at a different restaurant every night of the week. This is La Zambra Hotel in Mijas Golf, which is quite a recent addition to the area. It used to be called the Byblos, which was famous for being a haunt of Princess Diana, but that closed down, and now it's been relaunched as La Zambra, and it's the only Hyatt hotel in the whole of the south of Spain. If you're enjoying this area guide and want to see more content like this, please, as always, do like, follow, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified each and every time we post. Now we're heading towards Riviera del Sol. Now Riviera is all about convenience. You've got supermarkets, you've got sports clubs, gyms, restaurants, bars, and generally speaking, you get a lot more bang for your buck. So Riviera del Sol is where I live. So it's quieter, it's much more residential. It's perfect for long-term living or working remotely. And here's the truth. If you want a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment with fantastic views, good outside space, and to go easy on your budget, well then Riviera del Sol is probably your sweet spot. If you choose the right community, and we can guide you on which communities are the best, you will get everything you're looking for. This view here is one of my favourite spots in the whole of Mijas Costa. Just look at that coastline. Really makes you appreciate where you are. I think what really makes Riviera as well is this tree-lined boulevard in the middle. All the palm trees. Really know that you're in Spain. So on a clear day, you can see Africa really clearly in the distance. Now, Riviera's not got the same amount of amenities that the Cala offers, but it's still got enough to keep you happy. On the left, coming up here, you've got a little commercial centre with bars, restaurants. There's a big supermarket to do your big shop, pharmacies, and there's a convenience store that's open 7 days a week. 365 days a year. This is Miraflores, so you've got beautiful gardens here, you've got palm trees, you've got really tidy communities. It feels almost resort-like. It's traditionally been super popular with retirees, but recently we've had a lot of younger buyers moving in here because basically it's safe, it's clean, and it's really well maintained. The challenge here is that inventory moves incredibly quickly, especially properties that are renovated and ready to move in. But if you're flexible on finishing and prepared to do some light upgrades, well, Miraflores is where you're going to save between 50 and 100,000 euros compared to La Cala. You've got amazing rentals here, there's a fabulous community feel, and you're only 4 minutes from Cala de Mijas. This is Torrenueva. So this is a small enclave that sits just between Cala de Mijas and Miraflores. Many people actually call it Cala de Mijas West. You've got a beautiful beach called El Bombo Beach, which is just as nice as Cala, but thankfully doesn't get quite so busy in the summer. You haven't got a lot of amenities here. You've got a small supermarket and a few bars and restaurants, but you do have Las Llaves, which is one of my favourite restaurants on the coast. They're from the north of Spain, they're from the Leon region, and if you go there, you have to ask for the cecina, which, well, I won't spoil it for you, just go and try it. The nice thing about Mijas Costa is it's all about convenience. It's only a 12-kilometre stretch of coastline, so although it's made up of all these little villages, pretty much as soon as you've left one village, you're straight into another one. And if you don't want to use a car, there's a fantastic public transport system. The buses run every 20 minutes, so that's 3 times an hour. Believe it or not, we're going past a BP petrol station. And this is one of my favorite places to stop for lunch. Now that might sound crazy, but they've got a fantastic restaurant. It does amazing tapas. There's actually three of those BPs in Mijas Costa. You've got the one here, you've got one further down towards Fringarola near the castle, and you've got one in Las Lagunas. So if you haven't got a lot of time for lunch, pop into the BP, you won't be disappointed. So El Faro's probably one of Mijas Costa's best kept secrets. It's a tiny peninsula that sits just between Fringarola and the Cala de Mijas. It's quiet, it's residential, and most properties are just steps from the beach. It's one of the coast's quirky little pockets. You've got a few apartments here, but it's mainly villas. So you've got older homes, loads of character. It's quiet, it's charming, and it's super coastal. When the boardwalk extension finally happens, this area is going to explode in popularity. In fact, a lot of the smart money is already buying here, knowing the boardwalk's coming. But hey, this is Spain. There's no guarantee on timelines. Now, shops and amenities in El Faro are limited, to be fair. But what you get in exchange is insane proximity to the beach. I mean, look, some of these properties behind me are literally right on the sand. So if you're looking for peace, a sea breeze, and a low-key lifestyle, El Faro gives you all that, and for a price that hasn't caught up with La Cala yet. So next is El Chaparral. So pine trees, think nature, think privacy, but also now you could think some very, very upmarket developments. So El Chaparral sits between El Faro and La Cala de Mijas, and it is transforming fast. People know it really for golf courses, for pine forests, for peace and tranquility, but what's really happening now is a surge of modern apartment and villa projects. So properties closer to the beach here can be a little bit rustic, but as you move further up the hillside, you're talking luxury. If you want privacy, a lot of nature, and nice large properties, well, El Chaparral is where those kind of opportunities exist. You're still close to the sea, minutes from La Cala, but without all that summer congestion. Now, you will need a car, okay? There is no real walkability here, but the tranquility and the property sizes are pretty unmatched. Right, now I want to show you Calanova. So Calanova is an area that's absolutely blown up in the last 5 years. This place used to be nothing but rolling hills and golf, but it's now probably one of the fastest growing residential pockets in the whole of Mijas Costa. Now you'll notice something immediately, and that's the elevation. Now up here you're getting big sky, you're getting clean air, and you're getting probably some of the best panoramic views you can get in Mijas Costa. There's lots of new developments up here. So if you're looking for that never been lived in before feel, Calanova could be a place worth checking out. So you've probably noticed already, Calanova isn't walking distance to the beach. You're going to need a car because you're going to be driving everywhere. But what you do get is luxury living. So you've got resort style communities, big terraces, amazing panoramic views. And this is the heart of Calanova community. Calanova Golf Club. It's probably one of the most improved golf courses on the whole Costa del Sol. It's super playable, great condition, and really affordable. And the golf shop is one of the best on the entire Costa del Sol. We are on the way to Calahonda. Now, Calahonda is one of the most iconic expat neighborhoods in the whole of Mijas Costa. And here's the first thing you need to know about Calahonda. It's big, like small town big. So Lower Calahonda, very walkable, packed with everything you need. You've got 3 different commercial centers. You've got dozens of restaurants, you've got gyms, you've got bars, you've got doctors, you've got pharmacies. I mean, most expats who move here all say the same thing, which is, I barely need to leave. Upper Calahonda, amazing views, but unless you're training for the Olympics, you're not going to be able to walk unless you've got a very good chiropractor. I mean, Calahonda is built a bit like an amphitheatre, so the higher up you go, the better the views are. You've probably got some of the best south-facing views in the whole of Mijas Costa. So Calahonda has some amazing blue flag beaches, complete with Chiringuito beach-style restaurants like this one behind me, Luna Beach. Great smoothies, by the way. And of course, the boardwalk, which is flat, smooth, perfect for runners, walkers, cyclists, or anyone doing the, hey, I live in Spain now thing. One of the best parts about Calahonda is you definitely don't need to speak Spanish to live here. It's incredibly international. British, Scandinavian, Dutch, German, all the Northern Europeans really, everyone mixes here. Now, some urbanizations are a lot older. That's the downside, but the upside is value for money. And if you're prepared to do renovations yourself, hey, Calahonda is really worth checking out. There you have it, the real Mijas Costa. It's not just beaches, it's not just golf. There's a huge diverse community and something to suit every lifestyle. So if you're thinking about buying here or investing here, or if you just want some information about the area, please reach out to us. No BS, just straight talking from a true local perspective.